Okay, cowboy. Got the engine swapped over. Pulled it out of the other mower. And I've got it in the new 0 turn. I did have to take the solenoid from the old mower and motor. You can see the starter in there hooked up to the external solenoid. This one had a solenoid hooked directly to it from the old motor. So because I couldn't really use that, I've got this all roughed in right now. I'll have to mount this over here on the side somewhere. I also used the old wiring harness so I could plug back into that connector. Most of the wires hooked right back up. These white wires hooking up to the ignition coils, they just were able to hook right back up. And then I've got a red wire that runs down here to the carburetor, and then the green one's just a ground. That was already there, I didn't have to move it. The only wire I kept from the old wiring harness is this purple one, and I don't have it connected right now. That's coming off of the regulator rectifier, so that one I'll have to hook back to the battery at some point. So like I said, everything's just roughed in. I've got the choke and the throttle hooked up. The throttle's just loose, as you can see. The choke is actually connected over here at the box, but then the battery's just kind of sitting there hanging out. So I'm gonna fire this thing up for you. It doesn't have the exhaust on it yet, or the muffler. I'll have to connect that, but I think I got to cut these little brackets off and maybe move them. They don't quite fit. They're supposed to connect right here and right here, but and yeah, you can see that I've got a lot of other things in the way, so I may have to move those brackets, put them somewhere else to get that all to work. Anyway, I'm gonna fire this thing up. Everything's just kind of roughed in. Make sure it starts. I'm gonna put my ear protection on because this thing's probably gonna be loud without exhaust. So, put my ears on, and we'll see what happens. I'll give it some choke. Key. So, sounds pretty good with the ears on. But that's awesome. Swapped over, everything's working, everything's running. Now I'll just tidy up these wires and make sure I get everything connected, hooked back up, put the muffler on, put my battery in, put that box cover back on, all those things. So, getting close.